You All Meet in a Tavern is a tried and true start to all of our RPG adventures. It's almost a tradition, in fact. Waterdeep Dragon Heist itself starts in a tavern, the Yawning Portal Tavern to be exact. However, I don't want to start there. In fact, I want to start a little deeper underground. I want to start our game of Waterdeep Dragon Heist inside the Undermountain. This brand new start finds our player characters running for their lives from the very same troll that pops up into the Yawning Portal Tavern in the start as written. They're trying to keep themselves from being crushed, killed, and eaten, and not necessarily in that order. Now, why would a bunch of level 1 characters find themselves inside the Undermountain anyway? That's freaking suicide. Well, alright, yes, it's kind of suicidal. However, I also think it's a fantastic opportunity for character development. So your job and your players' jobs is to find a reason why their characters would be in the Undermountain to begin with. Now, I'm going to provide you with 6 reasons that they might find themselves there, but you can come up with your own as you see fit. Reason number 1, you're in debt. Maybe it's to Xanathar, maybe it's to the Zhentarim, or one of the other villains here in the module. But you saw the Undermountain as a way to get some quick money. So, against Durnan's recommendations, you dipped into the Undermountain in search of some treasure. Well, you have found some, and now you're on your way topside. Alright, so choosing this particular motivation, you get to start the game with a golden statue that's worth 100 gold pieces. Reason number 2, you're an escaped prisoner of Skullport, further inside the Undermountain. You see, Xanathar has an outpost there, and he has slaves and prisoners, of which you were one. However, you've escaped, of course, and now you're on your way topside. You start the game with a map to one of Xanathar's hideouts in Chapter 1, so you can get there without encountering any obstacles whatsoever. Reason number 3, a family heirloom. You were raised on tales of your uncle's exploits and adventures and eventual demise inside of the Undermountain. You've gone in search of his fabled weapon so that you can bring it topside and bring it back into your family. Well, now you've got it in hand and you can start the game with a +1 dagger called Silverthorn. Reason number 4, forbidden knowledge. Tales of Hallister Blackcloak's mad genius have swam through your mind for years. Now you have delved into the Undermountain to claim some of his magic for your own. Because of this, you get to start the game with a scroll of lightning bolt. Reason number 5, you're a doppelganger. You are literally a doppelganger, and you just want a better life. You're not evil, you just want to be up there in the sun with everybody else. So you know what? You've taken on the form of a fallen adventurer, and you are on your way topside. You start the game with basic adventuring equipment, but all the abilities of a doppelganger. Finally, reason number 6, you just woke up there. You're not entirely sure what you're doing there, or how you wound up there, or what the heck happened in the last 48 hours of your life, but you do know it's really dark, you need to get out of here, and you've got a mysterious trinket in your pocket. With this start and this motivation, you start the game with a mysterious trinket in your pocket. What this does, I have no idea, and neither do you. The fun is figuring it out. Now, just so you know, you can get this guide and all of our other guides and our adventures for just as little as $1 over on our Patreon. Go ahead and head on over there and check it out. If you don't want to subscribe, perfectly fine. We'd love to see you back here. Go ahead and click the subscribe button down there if you haven't already. Now, with all that being said, let's talk about the rest of this alternate start for Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Now, I would recommend every character having a different motivation, but all of them having the same motivation could be equally fun, especially the escaped prisoner or even the doppelgangers. I mean, come on, a group of doppelgangers going through this adventure would be freaking wild. Or, if you're all escaped prisoners, you've all got beef with Xanathar, so there is a built-in hook to the adventure right there. Now, whether they're all starting separately or together because they're all prisoners of Xanathar's or whatever, what really brings the entire group together is a rampaging troll. That's right, that troll. Now you're going to start your game off by having everybody roll initiative. That's going to be the first roll of your game, because this is all going to roll into a chase sequence. Kind of a modified chase sequence, to be perfectly honest, because the troll is not going to catch them. We actually want them to make it to the Yawning Portal to start the game proper. But what this is going to do, what this chase sequence is going to do for us, is allow everybody to introduce their characters as they are running for their lives through the halls of the Undermountain. The player with the highest initiative is the one who got on the wrong side of the troll. Maybe they stole its treasure, maybe they interrupted its afternoon nap, or whatever. Whatever the case may be, this troll is pissed off and is chasing after this particular player character. Now, allow the player to describe their character and introduce them as they're turning left and turning right, jumping over obstacles and all of that. When that character's introduction is finished, bam, they run into the next character and their player gets to introduce them. Let them get the "who are you?" and all of that out of the way. Let them banter back and forth, describe their character and stuff like that. Let them get this all out of their system while this troll is breathing down the backs of their necks. And rinse and repeat all of this for every single player at the table. Now, once everybody is introduced, that is when they arrive in the room underneath the Yawning Portal's well. Oh, and by the way, if they want to throw some spells or weapons back at the troll, let them. It's got plenty of hit points to spare. Now, once they're in this room with the Yawning Portal's well up above, they get to ring the bell or bang on the shields or whatever it is that you want them to do to get Durnan's attention. At that point, the rope is thrown down and they all get to clamber on and get pulled up, okay? And then let them feel like they're safe. Let them feel like they're successful. They've got their treasure in hand, or they're looking freedom in the face or whatnot. And then they climb up over the edge of this well. Okay, and at that point, the first player to climb up over the edge gets to make a dexterity saving throw to dodge the tankard that gets thrown at their head. You see, when they pop up out of the well, they are emerging into the bar fight that is written into the beginning of the module. We've got the Zentrum thugs going against the Xanathar thugs. Stuff is flying all over the room, and it's just a bad situation. The players can either jump into this fight, they can skirt around it, or they can hang back, whatever they want to do. But no matter what, all of this starts to play out and it merges back in with the module as written. The troll has climbed up the well in search of the person that pissed it off earlier, and it arrives into the Yawning Portal. And at that point, the fight begins just as it's written in the module, with the troll and the sturges and all of that. When the dust is settled, Volothamp Gadarm comes up to the characters, mistaking them for an established adventuring party, and says, "Hello. Can you help me find my friend?" And then, sensing a payday for you all, if you just stick together a little bit longer, off you go.